Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play The Secret of Weepstone, shall we? This is a game that I keep hearing a lot about, and I had some amazing people offer recommendations for it in the recent Dungeon Crawler suggestion video that I make. I'm going to link that in the comments below as well if you're interested in 5 dungeon crawlers you should play. And honestly, just in that video's comments, there are tons and tons of amazing games that I'd never even heard of, because there's so many games out there. There's so many games in the space. So if you're looking for a cool game to play, check that out. And this was one of them, and I keep meaning to do it, and the demo is available on Steam. I'm going to link that in the description below if you want to check it out as well. It has this amazing black and white, almost kind of like, woodcut graphical style, like the first edition D&D stuff that was just monochromatic. And I'm excited to dive in and see what this is all about.
Nestled in the shadow of its imposing, now abandoned keep, sits the dwindling riverside village of Weepstone. But things were not always so. For in times gone by, a man from the east, known only as Raal, grew to power, waging a relentless campaign westward. After crossing the mountains into the kingdom of Talesworth, he established his seat of power and constructed a stronghold from which to oversee his lands. He called this stronghold Weepstone Keep. Many wondered what compelled this mysterious and seemingly unstoppable warrior to end his bloody campaign in this place. But the years were good to Weepstone and its people, their harvests unfailingly robust, and their industries the envy of neighbors both near and far. However, Raal would not live forever, and upon his death, his lands passed to his eldest son, Byron, and thus began the troubled times.
Oh, Byron.
Long past are the seasons of plenty for Weepstone and its people, whose fields now sit barren, the people forsaken by the good fortunes they once took for granted. To the astonishment of many, Byron abandoned Weepstone Keep for a modest manor on a hill near the town, and forbade anyone to return to its halls. Now the town barely survives, mostly as an unwelcome stop along a trade route used by merchants too impatient to travel the hospitable roads of the south. Only the trapped or the desperate continue to call this bleak place their home.
Yikes.
Our story begins here, on a night of ill omen, as the people of Weepstone have been called to the tavern for reasons unknown.
This is a cool story. I didn't expect the voice acting.
Good people of Weepstone, I've summoned you here to discuss a matter of grave importance. My brother and your lord, Byron, has fallen ill.
Okay, so the graphics here are awesome. This illustration is they're all staring right at us here. It's creepy, and I like this everybody gather in the tavern. It feels very much like the beginning of a D&D campaign. And Oswald apparently is the younger brother. Looks capable.
He is rarely conscious. His nights are fraught with fevered dreams and terrible nightmares. The healers know not what ails him. In his half-waking state, he mumbles incoherently of Weepstone Keep, the castle that our father built, our childhood home. I can only hope that it is there where answers may lie.
Oh god, we gotta go in.
Are there any among you willing to delve into that forsaken place to find the source of Byron's torment? I will not lie. There is undoubtedly great danger waiting for any who venture there, in the form of both man and beast. While the keep and its contents have been forbidden since our exile, I hereby decree that any brave enough to take on this task may enter, explore, and importantly, keep what they may find within its walls.
Now you're talking.
Who among you will take up this duty? I need 6 volunteers. Please, I would rather not have my hand forced to choose.
Whoa, little threat crept in there. So 6, so it's a, wizardry number of adventurers. All right, I need 6 more volunteers. Oh, okay, so I'm selecting just random people in here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so these are like hobbits. I at first I thought these were children, and I was like, that seems awful. All right, so let's try to figure out what everybody's dispensation is. So this guy looks really hardy. Ray is a middle-aged dwarven blacksmith exiled from the capital city of Talesworth for crafting items forbidden by the Guild of Artificers. When asked about his peg leg, the story changes every time. So, I mean, you normally don't see a class as a dwarf. It's usually that dwarf is a species or a background, and that the class would be like fighter or something like that. But yeah, this guy's going in. Peg leg.
I said I would stick to plows and horseshoes. But I still know how to swing a hammer. I'll go.
Yes, you do. All right, you're in. This lady looks insane. Starla has known the day she would die since she was a child. Oh, okay. Well, if it's not soon, then you're going to be invincible in there. At least that's what her cultist parents taught her. She ran away to avoid being their ritual sacrifice. That took a twist. I thought she knew, like, in the far distant future when she was going to die, not that her parents were like, it's tomorrow for the sacrifice. Yep, I can understand. I need this kind of, just like, very, very, she has this kind of psychopathic gaze with this eyeshadow running mascara. I don't know, but she's in.
It is beyond me to make this choice. This path has already been chosen for me.
Oh man, the cultist got her. I'm sorry. Who's this shifty looking fellow? The kid. Yeah, we need a thief. No one's sure where the kid's from. He's never spoken a word to anyone. Only those new to town would be unwise enough to leave anything valuable unattended to when he's nearby. We need a thief. So it's like dwarf elf. Okay, that's mysterious. Thief, now that's what I'm talking about. Like, thief is a class that has function. I don't know what dwarf and elf mean. All right, let's see who else we got. Are you a bard? Yeah. Musician. Oh, unavailable in demo. Okay. Who are you? Unavailable. Unavailable. Okay, what about you? What are you? Magic user. Here we go. Egbert Graham. Once served as the cook for Lord Byron's father at Weepstone Keep. He loves only 2 things, his wife Della and a perfectly cooked meal. Though mostly retired, he's been known to dust off his knives for a feast day. So, it's so... Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed the game so far. I'm just like, okay, so he's a cook, but he's a magic user who's dusting off his knives? I mean, I want a magic user, so I'll take it. It's just kind of a non sequitur. Okay, fine. You're in.
I'm always one to lend a hand, but I'll have to see what Della thinks about it.
That's
You
what
know
it
the
is.
keep better than most, Egbert. It's only right we try to help.
I get it. So it's magic user, maybe because she's a magic user and they come as a pair. Oh no, she's a cleric. Okay, well then, yeah. So I get a magic user and a cleric together. Okay, good. What are you? And she's another magic user. What is this guy? All right. I don't like this guy's grimace, but the village idiot. Oh my. It's like Lenny from Of Mice and Men. Or Forrest Gump. We definitely need the village idiot. Or, like Master Blaster from Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Like, we need just some kind of brute strength. The town drunk. Well, we already have a thief. It'd be easy to write Tatum off as a moron if it weren't for the fact that he's occasionally shockingly smart. Oh, so maybe he's more like a savant or something like that. Or, you know, the way I'm thinking about it is Tatum is actually a genius, but he just, you know, when he doesn't want to do something, he just pretends to be dumb so that he can wiggle out of it. So this guy's in.
Okay. What's the key?
Okay. I'm just going to point you at the bad guys, and you defend us. Let's go.
And
Oh,
so
look at
the
this.
unlikely party set out for the keep,
Sweet.
arriving at the gates just as the evening light began to fail.
That module looks awesome. Yes, it's a... Oh, man, that's great. That D&D module, those dice, that grid paper, fantastic. All right, the game looks amazing. We're in. Now, I don't think you needed to close the door. The portcullis needs to open up. Like, that's a bit much. All right, so I can use WASD to move and the mouse to look around. Oh, okay, so this is interesting. So this is not a grid-based dungeon crawler. This is like an FPS style. I need to turn up the mouse sensitivity. It's way too low. Okay. There we go. Okay. The effect, though, of being able to walk around in first person is fantastic with the visuals. It's like being in the Take On Me music video. Trapped in the newspaper. Stone statue.
One can only assume the formidable visage on this statue is Rahl himself. There seems to be something missing from this statue's hand, as though it's meant to grip an object.
It is. So I could search for traps. When interacting with objects, you could change which character is doing the interacting. Yeah, I need to do that. I need to have... Ray is doing it right now, who's the dwarf. It looks like the game automatically distributed the position of the party members. So I have, like, the tanks in the front, and then the thief and the magical people in the back. Try changing which character is active in the party menu. Alright, so he should be good at it. Oh, he's not. So he's a thief, but he's not good at searching for traps. Well, some characters are better at certain things based on their attributes. Okay, I see that. Well, 40%. It's more probable if she's got... I mean, if she's a cleric, wisdom makes sense. Although I don't know what... I mean, it had D&D module, so I'm using D&D stats and attribute breakdowns to understand these, but maybe this is just hard to search for traps. I'm rolling. Della leans in to closely examine the statue. I'll roll a wisdom ability test privately. Okay. Ability tests are based on character attributes such as wisdom or strength. The character must roll under a percentage based on the difficulty. For example, if it's 30%, you must be 30 or less. Okay. Sometimes a roll is done in private by the dungeon master, so the player will not know if they succeeded or failed. Right. Alright, it's cool. So we're playing with the DM. Cleverly concealed within the mechanism is a needle trap, waiting to prick the careless. Oh, it is now safely disarmed. Well, good. Well, that was lucky. I didn't expect it to be trapped. I was just kind of thinking this was a puzzle. But we're not going to do anything now because I don't have the... Yeah, this goes on it, probably. What is this? Lion's Scepter. A metal scepter that calls to mind the Rahl family crest. It looks like it belongs to something. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, so here's my character sheet. I'm going to actually switch... can I... Alright, there you go. So, yep, we have armor class. But the armor class system is more modern D&D. It's not THACO. Okay. And that's great. What is this? So you can see where the scepter is supposed to be. Okay. Man, this is creepy. It's creepy. All right, let's.
I can only assume the
Yeah. Let's use the scepter on it.
The scepter snaps into place with a satisfying click.
It was satisfying. Let's pull the arm. Yeah. We're in. What's that? Potion? Healing potion. Heck yeah. A small vial filled with a crimson liquid faintly glowing. When consumed, it restores 1 to 6 hit points. Pick it up. The fighter probably wants this. Some items, such as potions and scrolls, are expendable. To use them, right-click them in your inventory and select Use. I will. Many items are only usable during combat. When an item is used during combat, it will end the character's turn. Oh, okay, good to know. So, sometimes potions are like a free action, or, you know, minor action, if we're talking like 3rd edition or something like that, but it's going to take your turn to use it, and that's fine. Alright, I can go each way. Look at this. I love this. Look at the map. Oh, man. The monochromatic is here. Dungeon Module Waystone Keep 1. The Depths of Weepstone... Or Waystone Keep. Weepstone Keep. Introductory Novice Level. Once a great castle, Weepstone Keep was abandoned long ago. Now Lord Byron has fallen ill, and his brother searches for answers. The fate of the sovereign is in the hands of 6 villagers, and not a hero among them. The party must explore the decaying keep and uncover the source of Byron's torment. This adventure is intended for 6 level 0 characters. That's us! The members will be unskilled and inexperienced, so the party should expect to lose and replenish members as they go. Oh god. With power maintained through powerful magic items. Ooh. Don't let the party read that last clause there. So it's part 1 of 3 of the module series. And here's my map. Excellent. Okay, that's really cool. Press M to see a map of your location. Indeed. Boy, it's scary walking through the inky blackness there. Okay. Lots of doorways.
Spartan beds and matching foot chests hint at this room's use as a barrack of some kind. The ravages of looters and time have been unkind, leaving it in shambles. A makeshift structure built from bed frames dominates the rear of the chamber.
Okay, that's weird. Is somebody living back there? Maybe we'll find another character to replenish our ranks when somebody, I'm looking at you, Egbert, dies. Okay. Got a sling. 1 die 4 damage. Pick it up. So this is for the back row. Does the thief have one? He doesn't. What is this? Oh my god. A loaded teddy bear. I saw him holding this. It swings like a flail. So I don't think he wants that. I think he wants this because... well, we'll see how it works, but generally... you can't attack... in the back row with a loaded teddy bear or a melee weapon, but we'll see how the game handles that. So I'm going to give him a sling. What do you have? He's got his cleaver. Oh, and this bottom portion is the group inventory. It's not the player's inventory. So I was like switching between players to put it in their private inventory, but we only have a shared group inventory. Okay. So Morning Star, take it. So she's got a sling, which is correct. He's got his hammer, which sucks. this is more damage, so I'm already taking away his hammer. The spikes, man. Okay, the spear. So the spear is rusty, but it is a reach weapon. So I mean, his cleaver is rusty. Now, I'm just going to call it out for what it is. The fact that his cleaver is rusty, he's supposed to be the cook. You can't be cooking with the rusty cleaver. That's, I guess he was retired. Nobody wants to eat the meal that's been prepared with the rusty cleaver, Egbert. This chest is empty. Look, I will not tolerate an empty chest. Alright, now I'm scared about what's back here.
The sound of small boots disturbs the quiet of the room as
I should be.
figures burst forth from the haphazard barricade. They brandish crude weapons and seem particularly intent on defending their hideout.
Okay, this is a little bit alarming. There are 5 of them. Combat! Alright, how is this going to play out? First, we'll roll initiative to see who goes first. Your dice are black and the enemy's dice are green. Alright? I got a 5. Yeah! Die 6 initiative is interesting. Your party is arranged in 3 rows. Oh! So, I'm gonna have to say that this is confusing, considering the central grid is front and back, but I'll get the hang of it. So it's really like, it kind of feels as if you're playing like an ISO RPG and you choose the 2x3 formation. The portraits just don't match that. But now I'm thinking that the loaded teddy bear might have worked from the middle row, like a melee attack would work if you're in the middle, but we'll see. Characters using melee weapons can only attack enemies directly in front of them. Reach weapons can attack 2 rows away, and ranged can attack at any distance. Okay. Click your melee weapon to attack. Next, choose an enemy, and a die 20 will be rolled. The result must be higher than their armor class to hit. Some modifiers may be added, such as strength or a weapon bonus. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm just gonna... They all appear to have shields, so I'm just gonna try to hit this guy. I rolled well. Alright, we took one down. So, I'm just gonna say, in my D&D campaign, to keep things moving, you always roll all your dice at once. But I get it. Okay. So, let's go ahead. Attack with your sword with this guy. Oh, he got a crit. Max damage. Yes! That guy's like, Alright. Starla. She looks like a Starla. Get her. Or it. That's a good roll. That's gonna hit. Yeah. There you go, Starla. You wrecked it. Reach and ranged weapons. Although this character is not in the front row, they have a weapon equipped that can strike from distance. That's right, because I gave the kid, Billy the Kid, the sling. Alright, good. Use this and just shoot that one. Oh no, that's a fumble. Billy! You're fired. Alright, Cook. Hit it. You still hit though, right? Oh. Oh, 0 damage. We tickled him. Alright, Della. Blast it. Attack rolls must meet or exceed the defender's armor class in order to hit. Okay, they rolled poorly. That guy missed. Don't do it. Yeah, it missed too. Double-clicking an in-range enemy is a shortcut for attacking them with your equipped weapon. Oh, that's cool. Get him. There, that's a good roll. That is a good roll. Yeah. Tatum. Magic scrolls are single-use items. Once used, the written spell vanishes. Arcane spell scrolls can only be used by magic users and elves. Divine scrolls are used by clerics. Your party members start as unskilled, level 0 common folk. Their true class and abilities remain dormant until they reach level 1. However, since this character has arcane potential, elf or magic user, they can use arcane scrolls at level 0. Okay, I've added a magic missile scroll to your inventory. Use it by right-clicking it in your inventory and choosing Use Item. Love magic missile. Get him. Yes, look at that animation. Oh, we did it. Being level 0 is so wild. Alright, I'm just some random person off the street. No training. This is great. We did it. I like how friendly the DM is. It's great. Alright, let's see what they have back here, huh? In their little warren. They were protecting this chest. It was valuable to them. Okay. Well, it's a good weapon. It's better than... It's 1 dice 4 plus 1, which is an improvement for him. Alright. Now, what this does is beyond me.
A grinding noise, followed by the sound of metal scraping on stone, echoes from deep within the keep.
I guess if this is the barracks and I just opened the armory for the soldiers so we can go get some better loot. That sounds good. I'm interested in better loot.
This door is wedged shut by the damp and refuses to open despite your best efforts.
But I'm giving it my best efforts. Nobody has enough strength to really do it successfully. We're gonna do nothing at the moment. I'm not gonna try to bash it down and hurt myself.
A foul odor pervades this place. A smell so heinous it is beyond description.
Yikes.
A sitting board runs the length of the far wall with 3 openings. Despite the buzzing flies, you hear the faintest sound of rushing water that seems to be coming from the farthest hole.
We're definitely going in. The secrets.
Peering into the opening shows a drop that leads out of sight and into absolute darkness, farther than any sane person would attempt to climb, unless, of course, they wished for certain death. You hear the sound of rushing water coming from below.
We're jumping over. Tossing the rock. Back away. I'm not ready for that. Jumping into the impossible to describe smelling toilet this early on seems just a slight error in judgment.
This door is not locked, but it refuses all attempts to open it.
Listen.
No discernible sounds come from beyond the door.
Break it
You
down.
attack the door, but fail to cause any significant damage.
But I'm all about significant damage. What kind of door is this? Yikes.
This stately but smaller hall seems to have served as a gallery of sorts. Crumbled detritus of carved busts and toppled plinths lie in shambles across the floor. The only remnants that hint at the original grandeur of this place are the large tapestries that still hang on the opposing walls, dominating the space.
Wow. So that must be the warrior. He's like, I was really cool.
Depicted in the mural that spans the length of this side of the hall is the silhouette of a man standing in front of what looks like a calm pool of water. Though at first it appears to be merely a pool in a cavern, the exacting geometric carvings that decorate the hewn stone walls are of unsettling design.
It is unsettling. It's got a Darkest Dungeon vibe.
Before you spans a great mural dominating the entire stretch of wall. A man, most likely Rahl himself, sits astride his great warhorse. He brandishes an outstretched sword at the body of a fallen foe, flanked by his imposing host.
It is imposing. Sweet. Well, everyone, I think this is a good first look at Weepstone, the Secret of Weepstone, and I'd love to know what you think of this game so far. Look, you could see all the different numbered spots, and I can zoom in a bit. Doesn't look like I can add notes, but these are like points of interest. Now, I don't know if I could turn the page and get further description on them, but this is great. I love the D&D feel of this, the presentation, and I'm really, really hoping to be able to play more as they develop this game. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you played this? Are you following it? Would you like to see more of it? I want to say thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will check you next time. Take care.